You guys see that? On one side it's completely black and it has these kind of radiating folds. What is that? That is the ciliary body. So that contains those ciliary muscles that we talked about, right?
This is the ciliary body.
If you flip it around,
That's
do you see a brown
posterior.
ring on the other side?
Yeah.
What is that brown ring surrounding the
the
pupil on the other
iris.
side? That is the iris.
This is posterior
So on
iris.
one side you can see the iris. On the other
Iris.
side you can see the ciliary body.
Ciliary body.
Move some of the debris. What we can see from this backside view, we're still looking at it from where the lens would be in position. So hopefully you can see along this edge, along the edges of the opening there's the pupil. You can see these ridges. These represent the ciliary muscles. They're part of the ciliary body. So the ciliary body, it would be the
like
ciliary
egg.
muscles or ciliary
Egg yolk.
processes here, along with the suspensory ligaments, which holds the lens in place. So normally the lens would be sort of right there behind that opening and held in place by the suspensory ligament. To flip this over, I hope we're going to be able to see the ring of tissue that you would see from the front of the eye. There we go, which is the iris. And that is this band of material right around here that encloses the opening of the pupil. It has a layer of circular muscle and a
Iris.
layer of radial muscle so that the opening of the pupil can be either expanded or constricted by contraction of one of those two muscle layers. So that would be the iris. Iris is again visible on this side, and you can see the ciliary processes of the ciliary body, ciliary muscles on this side. Looking back into the eye, then we can see just the cornea there clear with all the other material removed. Okay, we're going to move over for just a...
He touches her face like 3 times. That's one. There's 2. And 3's coming up. 3. Okay. We're going to get the
The
posterior
first thing we'll
part.
note is that there is a thin layer of this kind
What
of
is that?
creamy white
So we're
material
switching over to the other side. What's that creamy white layer?
laying over the
Retina.
surface there.
That is the
The
retina.
creamy white material is the retina. That's the layer which contains the
It's
actual
retina.
visual receptors, the rods and the cones.
You guys see a
What
pucker
you can
in the
notice is
retina?
that in the retina
Yeah.
there will be a
It's a pucker.
puckering at some
What do you
point.
got pucker
Right
is?
in the center
The
of the
disc,
pucker is
the
right
something
there.
disc.
That
Optic
corresponds
disc.
to the
Optic
optic disc. That's the blind spot. That's where the optic nerve enters the eye. So if you turn the eye around and kind of keep track of where that spot is, you should see the optic nerve coming right off there, and we do. The optic nerve is right out there,
And then the optic
exterior to that same
The optic-
disc on the anterior
I
portion
think
right
that's the
here.
optic
So the
nerve.
optic disc would be noted as just basically as a pucker in the retina. The retina tissue again is the creamy white. If we kind of roll that out of the way, the next layer down that you
What's
see
that black
is a
layer?
dark
Yours
black
is kind of
layer.
bluish tinge,
In
black
different
and
sheep
blue.
size, it may also
Coracoid
have a
coat.
kind of a bluish
What
green
is that?
tinge to it.
That is the
Because the
choroid
material
coat.
coating it to be reflective. Human eyes don't have that. Some of the sheep's eyes you will be able to see that. This layer is called the
Choroid
choroid layer,
coat.
this dark black,
Choroid
blackish
coat.
blue sort of layer. It's thin, and you can also move that out of the way,
Now she's gonna
You
try
get down to the
you
next
can
layer.
actually move it out of the way. You can kind
which
of
is the
scratch
hard
it
white
away.
covering that you have such trouble going
But
through
you can see it right here. What is this?
to
White
get into
one?
the eye.
Sclera.
That right there is sclera. All this other stuff is fat. Okay, but you can see the sclera right there. Okay. But what she's trying to do is she's trying to scrape off the choroid coat so you can see the sclera underneath if you wanted to. Okay. That's the eye, guys. It's pretty simple. It's not very hard.
Where's the that Malleus lutea?
What?
The something lutea? Malleus lutea?
You won't be able to see it.
Oh,
Macula.
macular lutea.
Macula.
Macular.
Will you be able to see that?
So I'm getting a portion of it peeled away so that you can see the underlying kind of whitish gray layer that's behind it. That would be the sclera, the outer hard layer. You can see the white ridges of sclera
pretty
all
hard.
the way around. It's the thickest, toughest layer of the eye. And then this thinner black layer, the choroid, lies atop that. And then on top of it all would be the retina.
Is the sclera this hard when you're
The
alive?
black layer is continuous with the choroid layer, the black layer is continuous with the ciliary muscles and ciliary body in the front of the eye, and the outer white layer here, the sclera, is continuous with the cornea.